Last time on Echoes from the Edge, Clara Thorne began to realize her peaceful Lakewood Ranch home was no longer her own. The subtle shifts and unexplained sounds hinted at an unseen presence. Tonight, that presence makes its intentions terrifyingly clear. Clara tried to maintain her composure, desperately seeking logical explanations. She installed new, heavier doorstops. She checked her windows for drafts. She even bought a small home security camera, pointing it at her living room, hoping to catch a stray cat or prove her own forgetfulness. But the footage showed nothing. Just empty rooms, and then, inexplicably, a lamp would subtly sway, or a book would slide from a shelf as if pushed by an invisible hand. Her attempts at rationalization crumbled with each new, impossible event. The activity became bolder, more aggressive, no longer content with mere suggestions. Objects didn't just shift, they moved with force, with intent. One morning, her favorite ceramic mug, sitting safely on the kitchen counter, slid off and shattered on the tile floor. There was no vibration, no tremor, it simply moved, propelled by nothing visible. Another evening, while she was showering, she heard a sudden, violent crash from the kitchen. She wrapped herself in a towel and rushed out to find a heavy iron skillet, which had been hanging securely on a hook, now lying bent on the floor as if it had been ripped down by an immense, unseen strength. Fear began to consume her. She started barricading herself in her bedroom at night, pushing a heavy dresser against the door. But even then, sleep offered no escape. She'd be woken by loud, rhythmic banging from downstairs, or the distinct, grinding sound of furniture being dragged across the living room floor. She could hear the creaks and groans of her house, not settling with age, but straining, resisting something unseen that was actively tearing through her sanctuary. She consulted online forums, desperate for answers. She whispered hesitant stories to a close friend who, bless her heart, tried to offer rational advice about carbon monoxide leaks or overactive imaginations. But Clara knew, deep in her gut, this wasn't her mind playing tricks. This was a direct, palpable assault on her home, on her sanity. A malevolent, unseen entity was asserting its dominion. The climax of this terrifying phase came one afternoon while Clara was trying to work. Her computer monitor, directly in front of her, began to shake violently, vibrating with unnatural speed. Her desk lamp flickered wildly and then exploded, sending glass shards scattering across her workspace. A chilling, localized cold spot filled the room, sending shivers down her spine that had nothing to do with temperature and everything to do with something ancient and truly malevolent being intensely present. Clara fled her home in terror, seeking refuge at her friend's, her quiet haven now a battleground for a war she couldn't see, but could acutely feel.